They didn't just send letters. They didn't just send lawyers. The HOA from the fancy neighborhood next door sent armed private security to forcibly secure my land, thinking I'd roll over and let them take what they wanted. Their goal? Claim my land as abandoned and reclaim it for the community. Their mistake? Thinking I wasn't ready. Because when they tried to take my ranch by force, I had a legal minefield, full surveillance, and tactical traps waiting. Not explosives, just paperwork, pressure, and pure preparation. They walked in like cowboys. They left with lawsuits, criminal charges, and one HOA board member crying into her clipboard. The background: the ranch they couldn't touch. I owned 38 acres of prime valley ranch land. Livestock, solar, spring-fed water, 2 barns. My land is adjacent to Evergreen Heights, a high-end gated HOA with big dreams and even bigger egos. They wanted my land for community expansion, to build tennis courts, a clubhouse, and lake access. I said no every time. They offered money. I refused. They threatened eminent domain. My lawyer laughed. So they tried something darker. The warning signs. Community enforcement notices appeared on my gate. Random people walked onto my land, surveying. A drone flew over my barn every other day. My mailbox was tampered with. Then I got the HOA's final notice. You have 30 days to vacate. Your land has been identified for reassignment under the Community Preservation Act. There is no such act. They were making it up. But that wasn't the worst part. The day the trucks rolled in. At 6:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, 2 black trucks rolled down my access road. Out stepped 4 men in tactical gear with radios, sidearms, and clipboards. Their jackets said, Private Enforcement, Evergreen Security Division. One shouted, "This is a secured reclamation. You need to vacate your property." Another pulled out a document, clearly fake, stamped with something called the Regional Land Authority. I calmly walked out of the barn. What they didn't know? I'd been preparing for this for weeks. The minefield was set. Here's what they were walking into. Motion-triggered cameras streaming live to my lawyer, sheriff, and the county recorder's office. Multiple no trespassing, criminal charges enforced signs. A hard-copy deed taped to the gate. 4 posted legal notices, citing Agricultural Protection Act, criminal trespass codes, civil asset seizure violations, fraudulent misrepresentation of governmental authority. And in the shed, a GoPro filming everything with redundant backup to the cloud. The confrontation. I asked one of them, "Who authorized this?" The Evergreen Heights HOA. "You don't own this land. You've been warned. You're trespassing." They laughed. Until the sheriff pulled up, with 2 deputies, a county assessor, and my lawyer on speaker. The sheriff reviewed the footage, the notices, and the fake badge one of the officers was wearing. He said, "Boys, you've just walked into a Class C felony situation." They were detained on the spot. The fallout. All 4 were charged with impersonating law enforcement, criminal trespassing, and unlawful attempted seizure of property. The HOA board was found to have paid them under the table using community funds. The president was charged with conspiracy to commit fraud and intimidation. The HOA was fined $210,000 in legal and criminal penalties. I filed a civil suit and won another $160,000. Public humiliation. The story made regional news. HOA sends armed security to seize ranch, gets hit with criminal charges instead. The HOA lost half its residents within the year. Their clubhouse project? Canceled. Their insurance provider? Dropped them. The new sign on my gate. Private ranch. You walk in, you sign a waiver. And underneath, this land is legally rigged. Good luck. They tried to break in with boots and bluster, but I'd already laid every trap. Paperwork, permits, preloaded footage, and a sheriff who doesn't play games. You don't need landmines to protect your property, just brains,
cameras, and a sheriff on speed dial.